Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and can you believe Christmas is like not that far away? It's kind of scary. I say that, but I'm pre-filming these, but like it's still scary. I thought I would do the Christmas tag again. I've done this for the past 2 years. I'm pretty sure none of my answers are going to change. I don't even remember what I answered last year or the year before, but like I'm gonna do it again. So let's go. All the questions will be down below if you want to answer them either in the comments or in your own video. I'm going to tag everyone. I'm preemptively tagging everyone in this. Let's go. I've also not thought about the answers to these. I'm just diving in. Like that's how like we're doing this on the spot, people. So question 1, what is your favorite Christmas film? Now I've watched a lot of Christmas films. Last year in particular, I like binged watched heaps. Like I had lots of Netflix films, lots of like Hallmark and Lifetime and all those like weird like romances with like pretty much the same storyline for every film, and obviously just a lot of like traditional ones. But I think I'm always going to come back to the same one, and that is Home Alone. There's just something so like fun and cozy and just 90s about it, and I love that Home Alone is also a film that you can just put on any time of the year. But like I particularly love watching it at Christmas. I don't know, it's just something about it. I just really love Home Alone, and I love Macaulay Culkin just as like a cute little child. It's just a fun movie. And I will say my second favorite is, well, I have a lot of second favorites, but my like main second favorite is The Spirit of Christmas, because it's like this cute, fun romance that I really want a sequel to, and it's just like, it stars a Canadian Henry Cavill. I mean, what's not to love? Question 2, where do you spend your holidays? This answer has not changed since I started doing this tag. So I tend to generally, more often than not, have 2 Christmases. The first Christmas day usually is spent with my parents and my pop at his place. We pack up our lunch, we take it over, we have it with him, might visit my nan in the nursing home in the afternoon. My nan has Alzheimer's, she doesn't remember any of us, so it's difficult, but we deal with it. So that's how we sort of usually spend Christmas Day. We don't do presents because with my extended family on my mum's side, we do Secret Santa. So we only have to buy one gift. So we only have to buy one gift and we receive one gift. So we save that for like our big Christmas. Sometimes that might be on Christmas Day. For example, last year we had one Christmas on Christmas Day, but sometimes we don't. So our main Christmas will be anytime between Christmas and like New Year. It just depends on when Christmas falls or what everyone's doing. Sometimes we end up having it on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I think sometimes we plan to have it before Christmas, but it never happens. For that, we go to my aunt's place, which for me is literally just like 3 kilometers away, 4, 5, let's say 5 k's away. It's in town. I live just out of town. She lives like on the other side of town. We go there, we have a Christmas lunch. So there's like my 2 aunts and uncles, my 4 other cousins, my mum and dad, my pop, maybe some people's partners. And yeah, we have like a nice Christmas lunch, a cooked lunch. We chill out in the afternoon, we do presents, we have afternoon tea with some lovely Christmas food, and then most of us stick around for cold Christmas dinner of leftovers, and then we come home. So yeah, a pretty chilled Christmas, not really doing much, not really traveling anywhere, and not really having to do very much. Number 3, show us a photo from Christmas past. I forgot that this was a question here. I will just put a random one up on the screen. I don't remember what I'm gonna have to check last year's video to see what I did last year. But yeah, I'm just gonna throw a random one up and I'll put like the year as well. Number 4, what is your favorite Christmas song? Again, I think I've said this all the time, but I just love it. It is the original song from Glee, Extraordinary Merry Christmas, sung by Leah Michele and Darren Criss. It is such a fun Christmas bop, and I don't think it gets enough like recognition that it deserves. Like, I don't think it gets enough recognition and enough like playtime. It is such a fantastic and fun song, and I think outside of that, my other one would be Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. I don't know. There's a lot. Speaking of favorite Christmas songs, I have a blog post up over my blog of my Christmas playlist, which is on Spotify. I'll link to that below. That features like most of my favorite songs and a lot of like my favorite versions of the songs. So go check that out. Hashtag self-promo. Number 5, do you open presents on Christmas Eve? Sadly, no. I kind of think that's a really cool tradition, and definitely in the very distant future, when I have a family, I definitely want to kind of start that, because I think it'd be kind of cool just to give like one gift. to everyone on Christmas Eve to kind of just start the ball rolling and then just dive into the rest of them on Christmas Day. I think that's a cool tradition. Don't do it. Might do it in the future. Question 6. As a kid, did a sibling ever receive a gift that you wished was for you? I am essentially an only child. I do have much older half siblings who I didn't actually grow up with. For my like I talked about this last year. I'm pretty sure last year I talked about how my cousin got a gift. I remember now. My other cousin commented on the video. My cousin got a baby born from her other, like, it turned out to be her other aunt, like on her dad's side of the family, so like not at all related to me. I was jealous because I always wanted a baby born. I spent Christmas with them that year, so I got to play with it a little bit. Yeah, what else has people received? I know one, and the only reason why I remember that this present existed is because we have video footage of it and I like love looking at the footage. One of my cousins, actually the same cousin who commented on this video last year, he received from my nan and pop, from our nan and pop, a doctor's set, like one of those really cool, like, you know, play doctor toy sets, like super cool. I remember him playing with it, and I remember playing it with him, playing with him. I remember playing with it with him. Is that right? Anyway, and like I definitely would have loved that gift, and I kind of wish, I get that like it's, I don't know, like, and I kind of wish, right, that like, because we shared a grandparent here who did the gifting, I wish they just gave us all the same present, which I think probably works quite well if you're all like relatively the same age and kind of like the same thing. Like give everyone like the same sort of present so it kind of feels like a bit even and you're not like jealous of someone else for receiving a really cool gift. I'm still not over that. I really would have liked that doctor's kit. Anyway, I don't remember what I got that year. You know what, if I go back and find it, I will tell you. I'll put it on the screen right here, what I got that year from my nana pop while he got a doctor's set. Reese, I sometimes hate you. Kidding, I love you. Number 7, what holiday traditions are you looking forward to this year? I just love everything. My favorite thing about Christmas, I think, is the lead up to Christmas. Sometimes, because I feel like when we actually get to Christmas, it's a little bit of a letdown. Not all the time, but like sometimes you have this like really big build up and Christmas comes and then like it's suddenly over. One of my favorite Christmas traditions, I think I talked about this last year as well. I love watching the Sydney and Melbourne Christmas carols on TV. My mum and I will sit down with a nice drink, some nice nibbles, and with all the lights, with the lights off in the lounge room, but like all the Christmas lights on, so we feel like we're kind of there with everyone, watching and singing along. It's really fun. We also do attend like our local Christmas carols, which are also really fun as well. I like doing that. But there's just something about sitting in the comfort of your own home and just watching all these really famous people singing Christmas carols. But, you know, I love everything to do with Christmas. I love all the traditions. I love putting up the tree. I love doing the cooking. Everything. I just love Christmas. I love Christmas. Number 8, is your Christmas tree real or fake? It is a fake tree. I don't really know where in Australia you can get real trees. I feel like maybe around the cities you probably can. But yeah, I don't know if there's a big market for real trees here in Australia. I do kind of want one at least once in my life, but like fake trees are so convenient. So, number 9, what is your all-time favorite holiday food or sweet treat? I love turkey. Christmas is like the one time of year that I eat turkey for like a week straight. Turkey is expensive. So if you ever buy like some slices of turkey from the deli, you buy like 3 slices and it's like 30 bucks nearly. There's just something nice about like having turkey on Christmas Day and then making like turkey sandwiches afterwards. And speaking of making turkey sandwiches, I, without a doubt, every single year attempt to make a moist maker from Friends. I don't know exactly how Ross's turns out or how it looked, but I make my own version and it tastes pretty damn good. Would recommend if you've not done that. Number 10, are you a pro present wrapper or do you fail miserably? If the present is square, I do a bloody awesome job. If it's any other shape, it kind of looks bad. Also, if it's like multiple things that move around a lot, I don't really do too good. I'm jealous of my mum because she can wrap anything perfectly. It can be like a weird, odd shape and she does it perfectly. I remember one year I nearly cracked the shits and didn't wrap a present. Technically, I was wrapping it for my mum. I was wrapping it for my dad. Like, he bought it for my mum and I was wrapping it. It was this stupid, ridiculous metal alligator crocodile thing for the garden. So it was like already an odd shape. It was made from metal. It had pointing out bits. Here I am trying to wrap the damn thing, and I was getting frustrated and I was getting angry. I swore a little bit and I nearly didn't do it. I got there eventually, but yeah, it has to be like a nice perfect square or it's not going to turn out any good. Number 11, what made you realize the truth about Santa? Santa is real, guys. What are you on about? No, really. I've talked about this before. Two incidences that definitely made me realize, my mum seems to be Santa Claus. The first one is, again, I've said these before, I was sitting on my parents' bed, swinging my legs sort of back and forth underneath it. My feet grabbed onto something and I pulled out a hula hoop and I thought, crap. So I quickly scooted it back under the bed, thinking that it was like genuinely my gift from them for Christmas. No one, like my parents were both in the room, didn't notice. So like I was excited for Christmas. Hell, I was getting a hula hoop. How exciting is that? Turns out it was in my Santa sack, you know, bit sketchy. The second thing was probably around the same time. I don't know if it was that year or like within a couple of years of that happening. Like, you know, went to bed, parents went to bed, I was still awake. I don't know why, I was still awake. Half an hour after I'd gone to bed, still awake, don't know what I was doing. I think I was just excited for Christmas, who knows. I heard my mum get up. She came into my room, she grabbed my Santa sack, which was at the end of my bed, she took it out of the room and came back probably 5-10 minutes later and clearly had filled it up. I then waited for her to go to bed and waited a little bit. And then I woke up, turned my light on, and had a quick peek through the bag. And had a look at what I was getting from Santa, and then went back to sleep, woke up in the next morning and had to pretend that I hadn't like known what I was getting when I was like, oh my god, look mum, Santa gave me like socks or whatever he gave me. But yeah, two incidences that I'll never forget. But it's funny, it's like they're funny moments that I feel like you can look back on and just laugh about. It's not like I was traumatized by finding out that Santa Claus wasn't real or that I found out in a really weird way. I will say though, my mum never told me that Santa didn't exist. It just, one year he just didn't come. And I didn't question it because like mum was probably like, she probably doesn't believe in him now. Number 12, when do you start feeling festive? I'm starting to feel festive now as I'm filming this at the end of November. Usually sort of, I think around the end of November is generally when I start feeling festive because like Christmas things are starting to happen. You know, people are putting up decorations, Christmas adverts are coming on, decorations are in the stores. I think this year it was probably early to mid-November that I really started feeling festive because I was like, holy crap, I've got to start working on Christmas content and plotting it out, writing blog posts, planning videos and also filming videos so that way like December I could just have content coming out. So yeah, I was like creating my Christmas playlist, which I was really enjoying, and like just, yeah, plotting out things that I'm going to be doing this month, things that you've already seen or you haven't seen or read yet. So that really makes me feel festive. The same thing happened last year. I started working on Christmas content really early and was feeling super, super festive. I've already started watching Christmas, so again, end of November. I've already started watching some Christmas stuff. To be fair, I'm watching Christmas stuff because I'm writing about Christmas stuff. Not the point. I feel like the good thing about being a blogger and a video creator is that because you are pre-planning things and getting things done in advance, like you can start feeling festive earlier because you're getting that content done. Yes. I'm pretty sure all of these answers were exactly the same as last year's. Like, not gonna deny it. I'll do this video again next year, all the answers will still be the same, but I think it's fun to kind of do this every year because at some point the answers are probably going to change. I might change what my favorite Christmas film is. Like what I do for Christmas might change in the future, you know what I mean? So let me know your answers to any of these in the comments below or do the video yourself and let me know. I'm not quite sure if I've got another video going up between now and Christmas. I know the date of when this is going up, but I don't know if there's anything else happening around this time. So if I don't see you before Christmas, have an awesome Christmas or whatever you're doing. If you're not actually a Christmas person. And if I do see you again, well, I'll see you in my next video before Christmas. Give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for Christmas, and I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye!